Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Vivek Anand. Today we are going to discuss actually how Nmap works. In the last video, I showed you theory of the Nmap. What is Nmap and how it works, and what is the three-way handshake, and what is the TCP header, because TCP header is very important. Okay, so today we are going to see how Nmap works in practical way. So let's start. Before we going to start, this is my Parrot Linux. Okay, even you can use Kali or Parrot, it's up to you. Both are Debian based Linux security project actually. And which machine I going to scan, that is my Metasploitable 2 Linux. Okay, so this will work as the server. So that is this machine is an intentionally vulnerable machine actually, Metasploitable 2. So you can download this. I will post the downloadable link in the description, so you can download it from there. Okay, so let's start. Even I have started Wireshark also, so that you can even see whatever I am doing on the my Parrot, like what type of packet I am communicating. Okay, it is three-way handshaking, what I described, it is working or not, and what type of flags are there. So we will see everything in this. Okay, so let's start. So Nmap, as I told you, Nmap is a network mapper, right? So let's discuss. So start Nmap --help. You will find all the help here. Okay, so when you will open this help, then you will see that you can use this IL, IR, SL for list scan, SN for ping scan. Like you can do like ping 8.8.8.8 Google server scan. Like you are just checking the machine is live or not, server is live or not, right? So PN, treat all host as online, so it is not going to check that host is up or not, but it will just check out all the ports. Okay, skip host direct discovery even. So there are even PS, PA, PU, PY. So this is all about like PS means SYN scan, okay, ACK scan, UDP scan. So we will see this in detail. So I will show you most of the scans even. Scan techniques, there are different scan techniques even. Okay, stealth scan, TCP scan, acknowledgement scan, window scan. So we will discuss. SU is the UDP scan. Okay, so SN, SF, SX. So this is a null or null scan. In this actually nothing will be transferred. So I will show you these all scans. Okay, so let's start then. Sorry. Okay, so first of all, let me show you the IP of my Metasploitable 2. So this is the IP. You can see 192.168, 131.128, right? This is the IP of the Metasploitable 2. So let's move to the Debian Parrot now. So Nmap, first of all, I'll check ping scan. So ping scan, I'm checking that machine is live or not. So 131.128. So you can see host is up. It is latency is this. So host is up means host is running. So that is okay. Now what are we going to do? Okay, when we were doing the ping scan, let me start this Wireshark also. Okay, so that I can show you. So same, and you can see. Okay, so even you can see what type of packets it is transmitting. Can you see 128 means 129 is my Parrot Linux IP, and 128 is my Metasploitable 2 IP. So source and destination you can see. Okay, what type of protocol? So this is TCP. Okay, this is not the ICMP. Okay, so even you can see all the information, what type of flags it is transmitting. When you will open this transmission control protocol, then you will see what flags it has transmitted actually. Okay, so flags you can see ACK, because it is providing acknowledgement. Okay, window size value. So you can scan this, even you can try this. So you will find all the things. But the main important difference here, you are using the ping scan, but protocol you are using, that is the TCP, not the ICMP. Okay, even let me clear this and let me show you once again. If I use ping, okay, for the same IP 192.168 192.168.131.128. okay, so let me start this first. continue without saving and enter it. So now difference you can see, even this is ICMP. Now the same response you are getting, that host is up and you are getting the reply also, but the protocol you are using this time, that is ICMP. Okay, when you are using Nmap for the ping scan, okay, SN is actually ping scan. So but protocol you are using, that is a ICMP. Okay, but the SN you were relying on the TCP, so that is a difference. Okay, you need to remember that. So let's stop this. Okay, and clear this. So let me show you some other thing now. Let's do some other thing, how you will check the ports now. Okay, so Nmap hyphen, I can put some P. Okay, this is hyphen P for port numbers. For example, if I want to scan first 1000 ports, so I can leave it blank. Okay, so even I can put some IP 192.168.131.128. This is IP of the sorry, something is not right. Okay, so even let me identify this. Okay, so for now, hyphen P hyphen, it is going to actually identify all the ports, all 65,535 ports. Okay, so this is how it's going to scan my Metasploitable machine. So you can see this is the result. It means these many ports are open. So can you see 21, that is for FTP, 22 that is for SSH, 23 for Telnet, and you can see all the things. Okay, even if you want to trace it in the Wireshark, then run it again, start it, continue without saving and enter it. Okay, so same result you can see here. Okay, you can find all the entries are here. So whatever the ports are open, so those ports even you can check TCP dot port. Okay, equals to for example port number 8180 is open, 8180. So you can see result. Okay, so you can see these 4 responses, means 2 requests and 2 responses are there. Those are using actually port number 8180. So this is the filtering mechanism you can follow. Like I'm filtering those packets only, those are passing through the port number 8180, right? So even you can see 513, that port is also open. So even I can filter that port also, 513. So even you can see this is open. How you can check that it is showing that particular port only? So click on any TCP packet. Okay, open that TCP header, transmission control protocol, and you will see destination port, that is a 513, right? How you can do this even for example 445. So 445 is open or not? Yes, it is open. So you can see destination port 445, right? So this is how actually you can do this, right? So let's stop this again. So next command I am going to show you. If you want to scan particular ports only, okay, for example you want to scan port number 80, port number comma 443 comma 445, you want to scan only these 3 ports. Okay, because it is going to take up time for each and every port. Okay, so let's do it, 192.168.131.128. So let's do this. So you can see all these 3 ports are open and the results are in front of you. Sorry, 443 port is closed. Okay, HTTPS is closed because Metasploitable 2 is not running on the HTTPS, it is running on the HTTP only. So can you see it is closed? Okay, so earlier we have used hyphen P hyphen, all ports we are going to scan, all the ports. Okay, even you can see 51134, that is open. Okay, if you want to if you will leave it like blank, okay, means 192.168.131.128. so what result you will see? See, this is again is going to show you 8180 till 8180. Okay, here you are seeing actually all the ports till 59130. So what is the result actually? You are seeing there till 8180 only. Why there is a difference actually? It is showing you few ports, not the all ports, right? When you are not specifying anything, so definitely you need to specify. Okay, so this was the basic part. Now there is a important thing also. Next, move to the timing. So there are few timings options also. So hyphen T1, you can replace it T2, T3, T4 and T5. Okay, so T1, T2, T3, T4, T5 are the timings options. Like you want to use fast scan or the slowest scan. Okay, so T1 is the slowest and T5 is the fastest. So if you will use T5, so let me use the T5 and hyphen P hyphen all the ports I want to scan, and 192.168.131.128. Okay, so let's scan this. So okay, so I'm using T5. So can you see result is in front of you? Okay, instantly it is showing you the result even. Now check the difference. Now I'm changing this value to T2. Okay, so this is now T2. Timing option has been changed now. Now I am using slow scan. Okay, slow scan is definitely going to take much time as compared to T4 and T5. Now you must be having question like why I need to use T1, T2 when I am having options like T4 and T5. So the answer is you need to use slow scan or comprehensive scan to evade the firewall or evade the IDS. Okay, because actually T1 and T2 option is going to fragment the packets so that even IDS and the firewall will not be able to detect this scan, right? So this is the advantage of using T1 and T2. It is going to take much time actually. So you can try this replacing by T2 and T1, but it will take much time. Okay, so let's go to the next command then. Next command I'm going to show you nmap hyphen now stealth scan. Okay, now I'm going to show you stealth scan. Before stealth scan, let me discuss TCP scan first. So ST. Okay, so S for scan and T for TCP. Okay, capital T is for TCP. So I'm going to discuss TCP scan now. So let's start ST, then my IP 192.168.131.128. Okay, let's do this. If you want to add timing options here, you can do that. Okay, you can merge things. So you can see hyphen T4. So do this, you can see result is in front of you, but this time let me show you here in the Wireshark also. Okay, so let me open this, enter. So you can see all the results are here, but here I want to show you like what type of flags it has been used. So don't do this. Okay, so which port is open? Can you see? Port number 21 is open. Okay, so we are going to just use the TCP dot port equals to 21. Okay, so enter 21. So these are the two requests and two responses. You can see from 129 to 128, 128 to 129, again 129 to 128, 129 to 128. So this is like request and response system. So what type of protocols and all other things have been used? So even you can notice here now. Can you see this SYN? Okay, I told you three-way handshaking. Remember that in the previous lecture, previous video, we have discussed this. Okay, if you are jumping on this video directly, then please refer to the previous video. This is SYN. Okay, synchronization means source is sending SYN to the destination that I want to connect with you. Then destination is acknowledging to the source that okay, even I want to connect with you, and here is the acknowledgement. Okay, so SYN plus ECK attached. Okay, next again 129 is the source. So source to destination, it is providing the acknowledgement to the destination. Okay, I got your request and now we can start communicating, right? So you can see SYN SYNAC ACK. So this is the like command which is used for the three-way handshaking, and this fourth one is for resetting the communication. It means when this communication or the connection has been established, then in last they are going to terminate this connection with the help of RST. Okay, remember even we have discussed this RST flag will be used for terminating the connection. Okay, so in the fourth command they are going to terminate the connection. So these are the four commands actually related to the port number 21. Even you will find all the things. 445. Okay, even you can remember now 443 were not open, right? So let's filter the 443 now. Can you see difference? Can you see difference here? What is the difference? So difference is very clear, that SYN command that was sent from 129 to 128. Okay, it means parrot to the Metasploit table. Then because that port is closed, so Metasploitable is replying to parrot that this is not open, this port is not open. So reset command is there. It means resetting the communication or resetting the connection. Means connection has not been established. Okay, through the port number 443. So reset command has been used. So I'm showing you through the Wireshark event. You can see all the flags, right? So SYN and the response is reset plus ACK. So it means port is not open. Okay, so I hope now you can answer the questions based on this Nmap. Okay, so this was the TCP scan and the Nmap introduction. So in the next lecture, I will show you stealth scan and the Xmas scan and the null scan. Thank you.